Hello, welcome to R4 Psychology. I'm Dr. Andy Hales. I'm a psychology professor at the University of Mississippi, and in these videos I'm going to be going over how to analyze data in R. So for today, I'm going to give an overview of the landscape so that we can get acquainted with how windows look in RStudio and find our way around. So you open RStudio for the first time and you see something that looks kind of like this. The first thing we want to do is open up a script. Now the script is where we write our code or the commands that we give R to run, and it's a really good idea to save your scripts very carefully. Now the scripts are the code, and we use the code to produce a result or the output. And intuitively, you might think, well, why don't we just save the output? The reason is because the code, if we're doing our jobs well, will allow us to always reproduce the output, and it'll be trivially easy to do that. So if we get in the habit now of saving our code, then we know that we can always show our work again in the future. So these are the script files, and those are the main units that you'll save when you're working on a project. So what are these commands? Well, when you're working in R, it turns out, can be used just like a calculator. You can give it commands like 1 + 1. If I highlight this and I run it, the output will show up down here at the bottom. 1 + 1 is 2, which brings us to the console. On the bottom left here, this area is where the output shows up, the results of the commands that you run. But we know in R, we're not actually going to be punching in 1 + 1. We're going to be analyzing data sets that already exist. In most cases, this will be a data set somewhere on your computer. Those will appear up here in the environment. This is where R shows us the data sets it has available for us to work with. And you can see right now it's empty. So that we can visualize what that will be like when we have our own data sets in there, I'm just going to punch in here a data set about penguins. Now, this data set, it already exists in R. I'm just conjuring it so that we can look at it. And we can see here some basic information about it. If we click it, we've got a data set. Each row is a different penguin, and each column is a different piece of information about that penguin. And you can see we have 344 observations, so those are our rows. That's a lot of penguins, and we have 8 variables for each. So in this case, our first penguin has a bill length of about 39 centimeters, maybe inches, I don't know. So that's our data. Finally, on the bottom right, we have the area where our plots show up. So if you were to generate a plot, let's just make a histogram here of the bill length of our penguins. If we run that, we've got a histogram. We can export it, save it as a file, copy it to a clipboard. We've got it. Now, you might have noticed just there, instead of highlighting and running, I used a keyboard command. It was command return. That saves a lot of time. It's worth getting in the habit of at least using that keyboard command, because throughout all of these videos we will be doing a lot of analyses, and it'll save some time. So one last thing, you might notice that your windows don't appear in the same locations. So don't panic. If that's the case for you, you can just go into the settings, and you'll have the option to move things around. So if you go into the settings and you go into pane layout, you can tell it what exactly you want to appear on the top left, bottom left, and so on. Since we're in here anyway, it's worth pointing out that we've got this appearance option, and we can set up different backgrounds that are a little easier on the eyes. And since we're going to be in here for a while, you might as well decorate the space and find something that you like. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this one, and there we go. So we are up and running. Next time we will take a look at how to install and load packages, which is the key to really unlocking R's full potential. So I will see you then.